AI delivers it fast. Humans ensure it's right. This is Neural Newscast.
Broadcasting from the Neural Newscast newsroom, I'm Andrew Lindbeck. It's October 30th, 2025. On this day in 1938, a radio broadcast had listeners shaking in their boots. Let's take a look at world news. Leaders struck a one-year trade truce today, pausing new tariffs, while negotiators map next steps between the U.S. and China. Minutes before meeting Xi, the U.S. president warned he might resume nuclear testing, raising diplomatic tension and proliferation alarms. I'm joined by Sarah Wheaton.
President Donald Trump orders U.S. nuclear weapons testing to resume for the first time in more than 30 years. He says the United States must keep pace with China and Russia's rapidly advancing programs. The move would end a moratorium dating to 1992 and revive full-scale explosive tests in Nevada. It could strain the global non-proliferation regime and complicate efforts to extend arms control agreements. Allies and lawmakers are likely to demand briefings on safety, treaty impacts, and cost. Trump says the decision ensures credible deterrence and modern readiness. This is Sarah Wheaton for Neural Newscast.
Human rights groups warn of mass killings in Sudan's Darfur, echoing atrocities from 20 years ago. Fighting between the Sudanese armed forces and the Rapid Support Forces intensifies across West and North Darfur. Aid agencies report hundreds of civilians killed in recent weeks, with entire neighborhoods emptied. Survivors describe executions, looting, and widespread sexual violence. The RSF, which grew from the Janjaweed militias implicated in the 2003 to 2005 Darfur genocide, faces renewed scrutiny. The UN says more than 9 million people flee their homes nationwide. A regional diplomat says the pattern shows systematic targeting of communities. This is Samuel Green for Neural Newscast.
At least 100 people die in Gaza after Israeli strikes, local health officials say. The attacks hit multiple areas during what appears to be the deadliest day since this month's truce. Israel says the ceasefire resumes afterward. The Israeli military says it targets Hamas infrastructure and fighters. Gaza's health ministry reports heavy casualties and widespread damage in crowded neighborhoods. Aid groups warn hospitals face shortages of fuel, medicine, and beds. The strikes and brief pause highlight the fragile state of the truce and the risk of renewed escalation. This is Laura Navarro for Neural Newscast.
Updates from the halls of power. Voters heading to the polls today should double-check their polling place, ID rules, and hours before casting ballots. Kara Swift reports on this story.
Election Day 2025 arrives nationwide, and your vote depends on a few key steps. First, confirm your polling place through your state or local election website before you go. Many states require ID. Bring a government photo ID or acceptable alternative listed by your state. Check hours. Most polls open by 7 a.m. and close by 7 or 8 p.m. local time. If you requested a mail ballot, see if you must return it in person today. Need help? Call your local election office or the Nonpartisan Election Protection Hotline at 866-OUR-VOT. This is Kara Swift for Neural Newscast.
You are listening to NNC, Neural Newscast. All the day's news synthesized and verified. Visit our archive for past episodes at neuralnewscast.com.
From the entertainment desk, here's what's new. If you prefer cable election coverage, Fox News will stream results and analysis across battleground states tonight. Lydia Holmes is here with more details.
Fox News airs 2025 Election Day coverage on Tuesday, November 4th. Viewers can watch live results and analysis from races in Virginia, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Coverage streams on Fox News Channel and its digital platforms, including mobile apps and connected TVs. Expect real-time vote counts, key race calls, and on-air maps. Primaries and local referendums shape policy and turn out ahead of 2026. Tune in throughout the evening as polls close. This is Lydia Holmes for Neural Newscast.
Breakthroughs and findings from the scientific world. Researchers have turned germanium into a superconductor, offering a new route for quantum and cryogenic electronics. Stories about our planet and its future. A major climate modeling study warns Antarctic ice shelves could collapse under high-emission scenarios, raising long-term sea level risks. I'm joined by Stephen Summers.
Up to 59% of Antarctic ice shelves face collapse by 2300 under high-emission scenarios. Researchers modeling ocean warming say the losses could drive as much as 10 meters of global sea level rise. Ice shelves buttress the continent's vast ice sheets, so their failure speeds glaciers into the sea. The study finds a sharp difference under stronger climate action. If warming stays below 2 degrees Celsius, projected losses drop dramatically. The message is blunt. Cutting emissions this century helps protect coasts for generations. This is Stephen Summers for Neural Newscast.
Science shaping our understanding.
Scientists say climate change drives about 1/3 of India's heatwave days in 2024, intensifying impacts. A Lancet study finds longer, hotter spells push hospitalizations and heat stroke deaths higher, especially among outdoor workers and older adults. Researchers link extreme heat to crop losses, power outages, and reduced labor productivity, squeezing household incomes. Cities like Delhi and Ahmedabad logged multiple 45 degrees Celsius days in April and May. The study urges early warning systems, shaded public spaces, and heat action plans to protect vulnerable communities. This is Nathaniel Cohen for Neural Newscast.
For a worldwide view, we turn to our international team.
Families and campaigners demand the release of a damning report into the murder of Claire Inglis. Inglis, 28, dies in November 2021 in Stirling, weeks after courts bail her partner, Christopher McGowan, to her home. McGowan later receives a life sentence. Advocates say the report details bail decisions, risk assessments, and missed safeguards. They argue publication could drive reforms to domestic abuse protocols and judicial oversight. The public deserves answers, says campaigner Fiona Dyer. This is Emma Blackwell for Neural Newscast.
Celebrity news and pop culture highlights. A Portuguese filmmaker's debut blends documentary textures and staged scenes for a bold political drama release. Now, let's get the top-breaking story. That wraps our headlines for this hour. For further reading and updates, visit neuralnewscast.com and follow us on your favorite podcast platform. That's our coverage for this hour. For in-depth analysis and the latest headlines, head to neuralnewscast.com and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Andrew Lindbeck, signing off.
You've been listening to Neural Newscast, AI-powered, human-reviewed. Keep up with us on X, Bumble, and Facebook, and dive deeper at neuralnewscast.com. Neural Newscast blends real and AI-generated voices for fast, high-quality production. All content is AI-generated with human oversight, including fact-checking and review. While we aim for accuracy and neutrality, errors may occur. Verify critical details from trusted sources. Learn more at nnewscast.com.